Ngiqala ngegama lami.
Yeah, ngizokubuza. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Priska over here. As we had spoken a couple of days ago, remember I did mention that I will be having a few people and their testimonies and their encouraging stories that will tell all of us that it's not the end of the world. So I'm very, very excited today. I'm with my grandmother. Many people, if you know me, then you know that my grandmother is just the love of my life. She's everything to me. She's the reason that I'm the woman I am today. Her love and support, is what kept me from all the negative things in the street. And she's the reason that I'm also a mother myself and a wife today. And she's the reason that I'm not afraid to start afresh. So I figured, what, let's have a story with her, that pretty much talks about her journey and where she is today. My grandmother is in her mid 80s. She has been retired for quite a while now. But at the time that she retired, she had obtained very, very important milestones in her life. And I thought, this is something beautiful that will encourage the rest of us. So basically, my grandmother was born in the 30s. She grew up, and studied in what was then called Natal, which is, known to everybody now as KZN. And at a young age still, she moved from there, and then that is where she met and fell in love with my grandmother. So yes, in Johannesburg. So Coco, I would like for you to please introduce yourself to the YouTube supporters.
Igama lami. I am Nozipho Niguma Sipoyo. I met my husband when I came back from Natal in Johannesburg, the old Pimville, now which is the Spruit. In fact, I was still at school meeting on June holidays and December holidays for almost 3 years. When I came back home permanently, we continued what we started, which was then puppy love.
Okay.
Then I found out that he was serious, wanted us to get married.
Okay. To take it to the next level.
To the next level. Then it was 1958.
Okay.
After being dating for 3 years.
Okay.
Only seen in December. Then we had our firstborn in 1979.
1959.
59.
Yeah. That was my mother, by the way.
Daughter, my first daughter. Second daughter came in 1963. And the third and last one came in 1972.
Okay.
They are my 3 girls. The babies, my friends, we laugh, cry together. They are adults today. The other one been a nurse for more than 20 years. Same hospital. The second daughter, a teacher, was how many years in teaching
Yes.
field.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last one, she only managed matric, but she's using hands more, helping community.
Yeah. She's also assisting the counselor in the area.
Yes, counselor, yes, meeting and some other. Then in 1983 or 4,
83.
I decided to apply for a bond.
Okay, now before we get there, I want us to talk about the time when you got married, which was in 1950? In 1958. Okay. So obviously, you were in love, and they were, dreams like any other person, just like I'm also married, not for a long time, but I obviously have my own dreams about my marriage. I hope that even in these times that we're living in, I hope that my marriage lasts forever. So obviously you had those same dreams, about your marriage. So can you just talk us through, like, in terms of, you know obviously you were in love and happy initially, but when did things begin to change?
Well, I think it was in 1963, pregnant with my second born.
Okay, which is my aunt, my mother's younger sister.
Yes, my dream and wishes was to have only 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Firstborn, asking God to give me a daughter.
Okay.
Second, asking for a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll groom and bring them up. Unfortunately, or fortunately, only God knows, it was a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Things turned around. Because my husband believed that there must be a boy in the family to carry on the surname, because if girls get married, they get other surnames.
I see.
That
Okay,
was
so
really painful, and it was a turn off for me.
okay, so guys, I think maybe some of you may know, and maybe some of you might not necessarily know that, there was an era, particularly in our African cultures, where it is so important to have a male child, who will be able to carry the family surname. So my grandfather was happy, obviously with, having a healthy child who was my mother, their first child. But he still had the wish of having a male child. So when my grandmother was pregnant with my aunt, who was her second born daughter, that was obviously the expectation that, okay, now I'm ready for my boy child. Unfortunately, it was another girl.
So I was really abused physically, emotionally, because I asked God, but didn't get the correct answer.
You didn't get the boy that you...
Yes.
To make him happy. No, for you, it didn't matter as long as you had a healthy child.
Yes.
But because you wanted your husband to be happy,
Yes,
you prayed that,
I may have a boy.
a boy.
I waited for 8 years before I had my last one daughter, thinking and hoping maybe it will be a boy.
This time, yeah.
Still, I'll say it was unfortunate, but only God knows.
God's plan.
Because it was a girl again. So I was worried. Told myself, no, this is the end. I can't go back to my marriage to be abused. So fortunately, what was installed to me that if you don't understand anything, please try to ask questions. I asked my obstetrician, was helping me to deliver. But why is this happening to me? He said, Mommy, don't crack your skull. You have done nothing wrong because the husband kills 2 exes.
Okay.
You only have got eggs. He must fertilize the eggs. Since that has got male and female, don't worry.
Oh, so basically what the doctor was saying is that he is the one that is responsible for the sex of the baby.
Yes, not
so
you,
Mommy. You are the person that, you are the one that carries
the
seed that he is producing. So actually him having girls is his doing. It's not even your doing.
Yes. So Mommy, go nurse your baby and be proud. And she came as a premature baby, 6 months.
This is now my aunt, her last born daughter. Yeah.
I stayed in hospital for 5 months full. He was in an incubator, all those pipes, blood, feeding tube, my water.
Okay.
Sometimes I would think she's gone, only to find that all 8 daughters, they are there to attend to her.
Okay.
So I thought she may be precious. It's in my heart. And to the doctors. So if they are busy with her, I see that she's turning blue. She stopped breathing. Then I thought it was the end. After some time, the doctors busy with her. I say, oh, she forgot to breathe. She's breathing.
Wow.
But please, Mommy, just God. I went back to my roots because my father and mom were brave parents worshiping God. So I pulled through. She's old now, having her own kids.
Wow. So basically when you had your 3rd child, you decided that, you know what, I need to begin to put myself
Together.
first.
Yes.
And obviously this person will never be happy, and it's better to be safe and happy with my 3 kids.
Yes.
Rather than to have, my life in danger, being beaten up, being kicked, being abused physically, emotionally, and financially. It's best to... And you were not working at the time.
No.
But you felt like, you know what?
It's enough.
I will see when I get there.
It's enough. Because the kids see that some will be so furious in a way. How can Mommy put us into this?
Why didn't you leave earlier? Some of the kids will say that. Okay. How did you feel about the divorce? Because obviously, he met you at such a young age. You were just, straight from school. You were 18 years. It was your first love.
So I really felt disappointed with him.
Because you didn't expect that. You thought, this is your prince.
More especially if somebody says, I love you, I want to build a future with you. you have that great hope,
Mm.
you see. So really that broke me down. But at the end, I said, no, this is enough. Maybe some other time I'll fight back, hit him hard and kill
And
him.
then kill him unintentionally.
Then it will be said all over, oh, he kills his own, now he's looking for ours.
Mm.
So I decided for so many years, but at the end I said, no, I let him go
In peace.
his way.
And was he
And-
willing to give you the divorce? Or was he thinking, no?
No,
You belong
no,
to
no,
me.
he didn't think I can do that, because I remember very well when I served her with divorce
papers,
papers, yeah, through my lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
He only said, oh, I've taken him to maintenance court
Okay.
and fully prepared that this is the last time, because he wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
He won't.
Yeah.
So when we came out that end, failing to maintain, then it was 26 per child,
Okay.
Bill 3.
Okay.
He failed. Then magistrate said, I'll find you a job because you don't have a job. You'll sweep the streets. From your salary, I'll deduct. They'll give you only, well, because you say you are smoking, I'll give you that share.
Mm-hmm.
Take money, deduct from your employer to the children.
Okay.
He failed for 3 months, locked in.
Also, in those days, you would actually be locked. You would be
Yeah, for
arrested if
failing,
you.
yeah,
Okay.
igama lakho ngiyalikhokha
Mm.
utele likhokha
Okay.
aphume still owing
Okay.
asipheli isikolo ngokufanele.
Mm-hmm.
So sweeping the streets as he was proud, hiding, that was life.
Okay.
Yeah. But all the same, I think God was always with me.
Mm.
If he wasn't, I would have died long
time
ago
ago.
in the house on hands of my lover.
Mm. Mm.
My lover.
Sure. Okay, and so then you.
So he said, who think you are?
Yeah.
Can you divorce me? I don't know, this is it, brother.
It's really happening.
Yes. So I was really tired. And after that, I hated men because they are not trustworthy.
Mm.
How could he say she loves me
Mm.
but kills me at the same time?
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, and so eventually then, at this point, you had worked, a couple of jobs trying to take care of your kids, like small odd jobs now. I mean, this is before now you got this big break, and then you were able to take care of your kids. So I want you to take me through that journey when you now started to have this real job, not the jobs that you did on the side, with the domestic work,
Yes.
with the sewing that you did and the
Yeah.
cooking and things like that. I want to talk about this particular job that you did as a clerk / admin person
20 years at the hospital.
at the hospital. Okay, so I want you to talk me through that, and then with that, go to the part where you got your very own house, your very own 3-bedroom house with running hot water and a geyser and a built-in kitchen unit. And
So it was a great journey. At first, You panic. How can I buy a house earning 400 rand a month
Wow.
with kids at school and my mother caring for them?
Mm.
But with God's help, my other friends, unfortunately, she said, no, look here, you are 4 years now in this place.
job, in this new job. Mm.
And the people who have 1 year, they've applied for house loan.
Okay.
Why are you so afraid? I thought twice. Then I said, no, let's go with you to the personnel.
Okay.
Went there. Oh, come. I fill the forms. Sighing. Are you sure? What's wrong with you? This and that one, just 1 year permanent. There they are. That please God help me. God always hears us. Sometimes fast to answer our prayers. Sometimes give some other people some chance.
Mm-hmm.
Keep you waiting, but definitely at the end of the day, He'll be with you. So I've been with my God and guide through all this. Then there at home,
Yeah.
which was my second home before, because the first one was
with
home.
your husband, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Leaving him in there to see God's grace.
Mm-hmm.
I paid the house, which the bond was 20 years, but I paid it in 10 years.
Wow.
While I was working during the night, I would have 7 days off.
Mm-hmm.
3 days through factories, buy, some things to sell. Unfortunately, it's my work. If somebody is selling,
Mm-hmm.
we support that person so that even to you, they must do the same.
Okay.
So I would go and buy, sell, they buy, I buy their stuff too. To have some money for food for the kids and my mom at home. Because my father was earning so little in
In those days.
as in teaching.
So you were actually working and then doing something extra to supplement your salary.
Yes,
Wow.
ma'am.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, and so then you paid off your house, in 10 years.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh,
Wow.
with my God's help.
God is
Yes.
faithful. Mm. But also, we know that God is a God of miracles, because remember what He did with the boy who had 2 fish and 5 loaves.
Yes.
He was able to feed a multitude of
Yes.
people.
Oh, yes. That is the God I serve.
Amen. Amen. So the same God is the one that enabled you to survive, to pay off your house, to take your kids to school. One is a matron,
Yes.
the other is a teacher, the other is a community worker. She's actually a PA for the counselor.
Yes.
So it's an achievement, it just goes to show you that it's never too late to begin again, and God is faithful, to honor that first step that you decide to take, towards changing your life.
Yes.
So,
and I'm so proud of her because she recognizes somebody who needs help. She goes all out to the counselor. That family, they really needs us to help.
that's amazing. It's amazing. It's a gift.
Yes.
So she's that premature child,
Yes,
you know, is
we kept me
now
for 5 months in
in
hospital.
hospital. She's the one who is a blessing to the community today.
Yes,
That's
very
amazing.
proud of these 3 girls. Very proud, and I've got a granddaughter, first granddaughter. She's also a experience. We talk everything with her.
No, we really do. We really do. My grandmother is the very first person that I spoke to, you know, about when I had my first period. My grandmother was the one I spoke to. When I had my first heartbreak,
Yeah.
my grandmother was the one. So we have
a friend, yes.
Yeah,
I was her husband today.
Yes. So she does have her other grandkids, but there is that you know that bond, you know, because my relationship with her is the longest, you know, and also, you know, I reap the benefits of a working grandmother, because most of her other grandkids, you know, were born when she had retired. So I reap the benefits of getting the nice clothes.
Taking me to a crash.
Exactly.
When he's back from work, collecting me.
Yeah.
So when does he feel so storm?
And then now, you know, now that you had retired, you know, like, you know, at 60, like everybody else, and then you decided to yourself, you know what, I'm going to take my parents' mud house,
yes,
just tear it down and then rebuild it, which is actually the actual house that we are sitting in right as we speak at this moment. I will try to attach a picture of both the houses so that you see just how much work has been put in.
Well, what made me to rebuild this house, because it was now falling apart.
Because those days houses were built, you know,
with mud.
Like yes. That was when in the 20s, in the 30s.
Yes.
Okay, in the 1930s.
Yes. So it brought many memories, because our other cousins were raised up by my mother, because she was a housewife, not working.
Okay.
Then came my kids in 1976, when the uprising in Soweto began. They were there, and other cousins.
Okay.
So I felt this house is a historical
house.
How can
because
I let
sheltered so
die so easily, because it's got memories. With God's help too, when I paid off my house in 10 years' time, there was some change. I decided to pull down, because it was also falling.
Okay.
As the rains fell, fell.
The wind and everything. Yes. Yeah. So it was starting to fall apart.
Exactly.
And you didn't want that dream to die. Just because they had passed away, you didn't want that you wanted them you wanted their legacy to live on, because these are people. Your father was a teacher, your mother was a housewife, but you know, she used to cook for multitudes of children,
out of nothing. Out of nothing, dear. Out of nothing.
Yeah.
So God helped me with that little penny. Ya multiplier. Yenza umsebenzi omkhulu.
Yeah.
So that house today is accommodating me and
your grandkids, your other grandkids.
Grand and great today. I'm a coco.
You are a coco. That's another blessing as well.
Something. Yes.
That's a blessing as well.
84
months.
Yes.
So, which is, you know, we are grateful, you know, our grandmother, we love her. You know, if we had our own way, we would like to keep her forever. But, you know, we are we are blessed, and she continues to be a blessing. She continues to be ugogo wawo wonke umuntu,
even
even
locally.
here. So, and we don't mind sharing her
Tia
because
too. Yes.
we don't mind sharing her because she always gives everybody her time.
Yes.
So we don't mind if somebody comes in and say, "Oh, Coco Opi," we know that
we must share.
That's who she is. We need to share her.
Yes.
So no, Coco, thank you so much for giving me your time.
Yes.
And just letting people know out there that with God all things are possible. It is never too late.
No, never late to mend.
Exactly. So
with the little education I had, I've raised kids.
And those kids raised kids.
Yes. The journey of the Israelites is the journey I traveled.
Wow.
Ngiyabonga.
Okay. So thank you so much, guys, and that is it for now. Join me again, please, as we do another interview of an inspirational story of somebody who overcame through the arts. Bye.
Love.